Welcome to my channel, Duggar Family News. Ashish Josh Duggar, the eldest child of the Duggar family, became a figure of controversy after old police records surfaced in 2015, revealing he had been accused of molesting several girls, including his sisters when he was a teenager. Despite this, his wife Anna Duggar has remained steadfast in her support for him. In 2021, Josh was federally indicted on charges of receipt and possession of child pornography. He pleaded not guilty but was found guilty in 2022 and sentenced to 12.5 years in prison, even during this turbulent period. Anna has stood by his side, showcasing a level of commitment that has both puzzled and impressed many. Anna was recently spotted out and about with her wedding ring still firmly on her finger. She was seen at her son's basketball game in Phil, Arkansas on December 10th. Smiling and engaging with others on the same day, she also visited Josh at the Federal Correctional Institution, Seagoville in Dallas, Texas, where he is serving his prison sentence. She wore a cream-colored sweater with brown sleeves and jeans for the prison visit, as seen in photos published by the U.S. Sun. The Duggar family, including Anna and their 7 children, currently resides on the Duggar family compound in Tonatune, Arkansas. They reportedly moved into a windowless warehouse on the property before Josh's arrest. Despite the geographical distance, Anna frequently visits Josh, occasionally bringing their children along. Anna has faced significant backlash for her unwavering support of Josh. She even wrote a letter to the judge requesting a light sentence for Josh, highlighting his role as an engaged father and loving husband. Joshua is an engaged dad who gladly throws a football with his sons, listens to our daughters play a new song they have learned on the piano, helps answer homework questions, or lends a hand sweeping up spilled crackers. He is a kind, loving, supportive, and caring father and husband, his primary focus in life. She wrote in 2022, Anna's loyalty has even caused a rift between her and some extended family members. Jill Dillard, Josh's sister, mentioned in a 2023 interview that she has not been in contact with Anna. "I have seen her on a few occasions, but I also want to respect. I know she's asked for some space." Jill explained the complexities surrounding Anna's choice to remain with Josh, and her challenging journey through these trials continued to captivate public interest. Josh Duggar's wife, Anna Duggar, was seen for the first time in 2 years, still wearing her wedding ring and sporting blue jeans. Josh is currently in federal prison on child pornography charges. Anna Duggar is showing her support for husband Josh Duggar from afar, while the 19 kids and counting alum is currently behind bars, serving a 12-year sentence in federal prison on child pornography charges. His wife was seen for the first time in 2 years and appeared to still be wearing her wedding ring. Anna was photographed sporting the ring while on her way to watch one of her sons play basketball at his school in Phil, Arkansas. On December 10th, she kept it casual for the occasion, sporting a black shirt, gray jacket, and in breaking with Duggar family tradition of only wearing skirts or dresses, a pair of light blue jeans. The 36-year-old, who has been married to Josh since 2008 and shares children: Mackenzie 15, Michael 13, Marcus 11, Meredith 9, Mason 7, Mariella 5, and Madison 3, appeared to be in good spirits during her outing as she shared a laugh with a friend while walking back and forth to her car since her husband's May 2022 sentencing. Anna has kept a fairly low profile, although she was there to show her support when Josh, 36, was found guilty on 1 count receipt of child pornography and 1 count of possession of child pornography by a jury in Arkansas in December 2021. Ahead of the sentencing, Anna wrote a letter to Josh's defense to the judge overseeing his trial, asking him to employ discretion when handing down Josh's sentence. "My children and I rely on Joshua for financial, emotional, and physical support. Many others depend on Joshua too, Anna wrote in a March 2022 letter obtained by E! News. Joshua sees the best in people and is willing to walk alongside them to help make their dreams a reality. She added that the eldest Duggar child was a kind, loving, supportive, and caring father and husband, and asked the judge to consider reuniting us as a family again soon. After the original 2015 allegations that Josh had molested multiple girls as a teen with his sisters Jessa Duggar and Jill Duggar coming forward to say they were victims, the reality TV star shared his regret over his actions 12 years ago. As a young teenager, I acted inexcusably, for which I am extremely sorry, he told People in 2015. I hurt others, including my family and close friends. I confess this to my parents, who took several steps to help me address the situation, he added. We spoke with the authorities, where I confessed my wrongdoing, and my parents arranged for me and those affected by my actions to receive counseling. As for Anna's current relationship with the Duggars, Josh's sister Jinger Duggar previously detailed where she and her family stand with Anna following Josh's trial. We always here for them if they need anything, Jinger told E! News in February 2023, and I hope that they would know that. She continued, I'm just grateful for the justice system. My heart just breaks for the victims and their families. For a complete look at the Duggar family, keep reading. The parents of 19 and grandparents of over 3 dozen little ones started out as high school sweethearts. Michelle has recalled being saved at 15. Then one night, Jim Bob was making home outreach visits on behalf of his Baptist church, and he ended up knocking on the Rourke family's door after his friend told him that this girl from school that just got saved and is a cheerleader lived there. They invited Michelle to Sunday school at their church, and Jim Bob said he prayed to God that they could be each other's spiritual leaders, though apparently their first meeting wasn't as memorable for Michelle. A year later, she applied for a job at the frozen yogurt shop owned by Jim Bob's parents. You came to the counter where I was standing by the cash register and introduced yourself, Michelle remembered in a letter posted on the family blog in 2017 for Jim Bob's birthday and their 33rd wedding anniversary. You were shy, but very sweet. I really don't remember much about that conversation, except that you finally mustered up the courage to ask me if I would go to your junior-senior banquet with you. She attended the dinner with him at Shiloh Christian, but it was when they hung out afterward discussing the Bible for hours at her parents' house that she knew. From there, we believe our hearts were knit together. Michelle has said, we graduated high school in May of 1984. And were married in July. I was 17. And Jim Bob was 19. The couple dedicated themselves to God and each other for the long run. Jim Bob is a former state legislator, having served in the Arkansas House of Representatives for the 6th District from 1999 until 2002, during which he was vice chair of the House of Corrections and Criminal Law Subcommittee, or run for U.S. Senate in 2002. Ended in the primary, as did a bid in 2006 to become the Republican nominee for Arkansas State Senate District 35. He and Michelle, who are both licensed realtors, have been active in conservative causes, an aspect of their lifestyle that won them and 19 kids and counting, which premiered in 28 as 17. Kids and counting, both proud supporters and fierce critics. As of October 2024, they were grandparents of 33 with 3 on the way. Eldest Duggar child Josh Duggar was born March 3, 1988. He too became a conservative activist, campaigning for the Family Research Council. He stepped down after old police records surfaced in 2015, revealing that he had been accused of molesting several girls, including his sisters Jessa and Jill. When he was a teenager, Jessa defended her brother in a sit-down with Fox News that June insisting that the worst names people were calling Josh were so overboard, and a lie really I mean people get mad at me for saying that, but I can say this because I was one of the victims his wife also stuck by him, including after he admitted to being unfaithful when he checked into a treatment center in 2016. His parents called it a crucial first step in recovering and healing. Parents of three-daughter Mackenzie October 8, 2009, and sons Michael June 15, 2011, and Marcus June 2, 2013. When the scandal broke, Anna gave birth to their fourth child Meredith on July 16, 2015. The same day TLC canceled 19 kids, their fifth child son Misson Garrett was born. September 12, 2017, daughter Mariel Hope arrived November 27, 2019, and baby number 7, Madison Lily, was born October 23, 2021, in a federal indictment filed in April 2021. Josh was charged with a counterpiece of pornography. He pleaded not guilty on both counts in 2022. Josh was found guilty and sentenced to 12.5 years in prison. Shortly after Josh was born, Michelle got pregnant again, but suffered a miscarriage while she and Jim Bob were still grieving that loss and praying for guidance. They found out that twins were on the way. We felt it was a double blessing, she told Love to Know. God was encouraging our hearts. We're still learning. It's really so unusual because I breastfeed my babies, but my children are so close together. I have a baby, and then 8 months later, I'm expecting. Just another unusual thing the Lord has seen fit to do with our situation. John David Duggar and his twin sister Jana Duggar were born on January 12, 1990. After a whirlwind courtship, they did know of each other for several years before meeting at a church event in Abby's home state of Oklahoma, and a short engagement. John David and Abby Grace Brett got married on November 3, 2018. They welcomed daughter Grace Endette Duggar on January 7, 2020, and son Charlie Duggar in September 2022 on their 30th birthday. In January 20, Jana wrote in a sweet message, "Ever since John and I were little, we've been asked if we have that twin thing. You know, the thing where you feel what the other one is feeling or know what the other one is thinking. Well, John, I've always answered that with a no, but now I can honestly say that the day little Gracie was born, I felt every bit of happiness that you did, so I guess it must be real." Jan continued, "It's so sweet watching you and Abby's parents, your naturals, and the same qualities that have made you a wonderful brother will also make you an amazing dad." Jana watched 11 of her 18 brothers and sisters get married before she found love with Stephen Wisman, whose sister Hannah Wisman is married to the TLC alum's brother Jeremiah. But despite some admitted frustrations, she maintained it was all part of God's plan. "I haven't always understood what the bigger picture is, but I know that God knows what is best for all of us, and so for me, it's getting married later," Jana told People in August 2024. For shortly before her wedding, each of our stories will be written differently. If we were all the exact same, it would be a boring life. For 2 years, Anna Duggar of the TLC program, 19 kids and counting, was nowhere to be found. Then, as reported by TMZ, she was suddenly seen out and about again in public. Anna was wearing her wedding ring. Dressed very casually for the outing, she seemed quite relaxed and cheery. You may recall that her husband Josh was nabbed by federal authorities 3.5 years back for the outlet downloading computer images of underage children being sadistically sexually abused, for which he was later convicted. Josh, 36, is serving approximately 12 years in a federal prison. Meanwhile, Anna, judging by the images from a video of her via TMZ, outwardly looks like she is doing okay. She attended a basketball game one of her sons was in the video. Reportedly for last week, Anna is seen walking next to a woman in a parking lot. She was reportedly attending a basketball game that one of her sons was playing in at his Phil, Arkansas school. Anna and Josh, who wed in 2008, share 7 kids. For the outlet, they include Mackenzie, Michael, Marcus, Meredith, Mason, Mariella, and Madison. They range in age from 15 to 3. Tamison pointed out that the 2 women are laughing and smiling as they head to their vehicles. According to Newsweek, throughout Josh's trial, Anna consistently supported her husband, often seen holding his hand and smiling during court appearances. She also apparently advocated on Josh's behalf by sending a letter to the judge in his case asking for lenient sentencing. Josh's mom, Michelle, reportedly did likewise for Daily Mail. CODK. In her letter, Anna reportedly described Josh as the kindest person, and I know who is a loving, supportive, and caring father to their 7 kids. Anna referred to Josh in her letter as an engaged dad and explained that their family needed him for financial, emotional, and physical support.